All right. Welcome to everybody who's watching. All two of you. um, yeah, today I'm going to be continuing to build the big, giant nuclear base that is sitting over the what's it called, over the swamp area. So I've done quite a bit of work off screen. I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of it, and yeah, let's settle in for a couple of hours of building. First off, there's a water station over there. There's a water station over there, and there's a third water station there down by the waterfall. So all the water is coming in, and it is being delivered to 6 stations by these long trains. There we go. 3 of them all at once. This is perfect timing. All at once inside of the big spiral in the middle. Perfect. Very good. So yeah, they grab the water, drive up, spiral down, go into their respective stations. They are trains with 2 locomotives, then 12 wagons, and then 2 more locomotives at the end. So it's 2 12 trains. There's 6 of them, so 6 times 12 is 72. Every what's it called? Like every nuclear reactor has its own dedicated rail car driving around. So no complicated junctions or sloshing about or anything like that. If all goes well, yeah, every rail car should have every nuclear generator should have its own rail car and should have its own water supply. So yeah, that's basically the way it works. I've done all of the piping off stream, so all of the pipes are laid out. I am quite happy. I'm going to fly down a little bit. Quite happy with these turns, how these have turned out. Get it? Oh, you hear yourself say. Shit, you hear yourself say. Come on, get rid of all that so I can have a look at the turn. Oh, ouch. Don't need these anymore either. There we go, all of that can go. So yeah, these kind of ribbon cable like turns very satisfying to me. I really like the way that these flow, and they're made using the new curved build mode for pipes. They would be utterly impossible save for that build mode. So yeah, that's basically what that is. The stations themselves got a bit of pipe work going on. The pipes come out on this side first, then they go underneath the station to create this cool effect. I've done a bit of dressing it up with braided cable, the new braided cable, and the new round concrete beam, because you know, by law you have to use all the new stuff. And then you come out on this side, fill a fluid buffer, and get pumped by a Mark II pump, and then flow through the ribbon cable over the hill and then down into this basically a roller coaster. So this was a bit of a pain to build, but I might show the process at some other time, just as a tutorial bit. But for now, just take my word for it. It was a pain to build, but it's here. And yeah, once this all gets flowing, you get this nice animation going. Get these arrows. You can see the direction of this arrow. You can see that pattern from pretty high up. So yeah, pretty happy about that. So all of that is done. There's a couple of things that are on the to-do list for me. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing today. First off, that station is clearly much better than that one. I want to build another one of these instead of this. I'll basically kill this thing and put another one of those in place for it. But that is going to be a good amount of work. That is going to suck a little bit. So yeah. I might save that for a day when I don't have the inspiration. The other thing I want to do, I have some design for that will be going at the tips of these train station loops. So I might put those in right now. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do on stream now. So yeah, these train stations need some love, and then of course this spiral also needs to be dressed up a little bit. Like there's all this scaffolding in the way. I need to be careful that I don't delete too much of it, but yeah, most of it has got to go. And I need to find a good satisfying structure around it that kind of accentuates the 3D element of it, but doesn't kill the views into it. So it's kind of going to be, I don't know how to do all of that yet. So I suppose we'll see. So that's in the cards. What else needs to be doing? Oh yeah, of course I need to build a supply and removal lanes for the fuel and the waste that these generators will be producing. So I need to take care of all that. That's another interesting project. Not quite sure how all of that is how I'm gonna be doing all of that. So yeah, we'll see. Good news is I'm making progress. My headset seems to work. That's nice. That's always good news. And yeah, I think the aesthetics for the build are really coming together. Though I don't like the way these little sprites stick out, so I might find an alternate design for this. But it's a problem because it does go here and then where, right, to get up there. So it is a bit tricky to get this pipe to get there in any other way than this. So we'll see if it needs new different work. Let me go spam the link to this video in some Discord servers. People over at Bed Plays Games and Maker Gaming's Discord service occasionally like to hop in, so there we go. this. I'm just gonna go and see if I have the blueprints for the largest version of that ball, basically. That was the truncated octahedron. See if I have a good blueprint version of it that can go on the ends of these train stations. Let's see. I have a TO16 here. Is that the biggest one? Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Perfect. Oh, that is perfect. Good. Is that too big? I think that's too big. I think that's too large to be at the end of these stations, isn't it? Or sometimes you just need to go big, right? I don't know if that's going to be too big or not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that works. I mean, it is quite massive, but it does work. I think I can. Hi Vic, how you doing? Looking good, X. Thanks. Yeah, we are. There is good progress on this project. All of the pipes are done, which is just was a big, massive pain in the backside to do, but all of them are done, and all of the generators now have basically a functioning water supply that I never need to touch again. So that's already pretty good. So I'm now deciding what to put on the ends of these stations, because I always plan to put like this shape at the end of it. I think I'm gonna go with this size. I have a blueprint for a size smaller, but I think I'm gonna be using this one because it's nice and large, and I can put some lights in there. And then when the train turns around inside of it, it's gonna. I think that's gonna look pretty good. I think that's gonna work. One of the problems of doing the train lines early is that you get these views and it is genuinely a significant amount of time that I'm spending just looking at the trains. But yeah. See, the trains will be turning around inside of those buckyballs at the end. Water is one of the hardest things in Satisfactory. The trains look awesome as well. Lots of hard work you've done. Yeah, I've put in the hours on this one. But basically, this is the build that I use to get back in the swing of things, and I am, to be honest, not to toot my own horn here too much, but I'm surprised at how well this is going, because I really expected to struggle a bit more after, not having loaded the game in 4 months. So, all right, let's see about the alignment of that blueprint. It's called the TO16. I can align it there in the middle and hit And with our new shiny infinite nudge and vertical nudge, oh man, this is such a massive improvement. Do you think that works for the train? That clips too much, right? This actually sits quite nicely inside of this space. I don't know if this is too much of a clip. It is, right? Yeah, that's too much. I can't have the train just go straight through it. So we'll need to come down a little bit. That's better. That works. That works. That works. I'm going to move it sideways. Yeah. This might be it. This might be the correct alignment for it. Clipping can be a pain to control, but this looks good. Oh hey, that is fortunate. Thanks, train. That helps a lot. But yeah, that's good. Imagine having a bit of a chandelier up here. Or what I could do is drop it further down. Because there is space for it. And I think, because it is aligned upwards with respect to like this arm as a whole, right? I don't mind it a little bit, but it needs to come out below these pipe curves to really blend in well. It does fit perfectly with the train at the moment, but that's going to keep going because this is also, yeah, that's going to stay a thing. Let's come down a little bit. How about that? Oh, that's too low because this beam now. If we rotate it 45 degrees, now that's too small of a gap. No, I need to come up. See, that's not going to work. But I can't go further down than this because the train needs to come in here. The problem with infinite nudge, it's also kind of infinite indecision. I think thanks for the vote of confidence, but this is luck. This is not me measuring things well. basically, I have a few sizes of this shape blueprinted from a while back. You can see that this blueprint is called TO16 because this side length is always 16. All of the sides are the same length. So they're 16, they're 4 areas long. I also have a TO12 blueprint that has the same thing. It's basically the same thing, but I think this is it. This is my placement. I'm going to commit to it because I can keep looking at it for ages, but nothing's going to change on it. Oh, no, 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 we're not doing that. There we go. It was clipping through there like nobody's business. That's not what we're doing. Ooh, that is difficult because that basically means I'm gonna need to push it sideways. It's a bit of a pain, to be honest. How do I deal with this? Could maybe curve this in a bit and then still make that. There's no space. Size looks good though. Yeah, let's go for it. Hey. Delete those. Oh, that's another job I still need to do. I need to find a way to make these springy legs for the build believable. If I can manage that, that'd be great. Cause I really like the look of this, like that coils, right? The whole thing should be like wobbling and making big boing sounds. Curved pipes are so good, man. Like these bends, they were not possible before, but this is just. Just about good enough, I think. Also, I don't need this. That needs to go. And what I will want to do is build some sort of ornament in this space right here. Hey, here it comes again. Yeah, that looks the way I wanted it to look. Yep, that is so good. Yeah, you're mentioning the curves look nice, and I love the gold color as well. It's so elegant looking. Yeah, they really nailed it on the, especially on the pipelines somehow. Like it works on other stuff as well. It's nice on other stuff, but on the pipelines, it's I don't know. It's very good. I wish, I wish we could select this gold as one of the colors here. I try to emulate it, I try to get close to it, which I think I failed at it, but whatever. But yeah, it's if if we could get this golden sheen like as a secondary color on machines, that look so sick. As it is, this might be like a very. I'm going for overall. I'm going for kind of a solar punk aesthetic. Um, just like the futuristic, flowy architecture with. Thanks for the compliments, Vic. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's. I kind of got there, but yeah, it still doesn't have that metallic, beautiful sheen on it. But oh well. It's I do like it as a color scheme because it's really bright and lively. So the one thing that is missing from like that a true solar punk kind of vibe still would need is I would need to be able to make plantable trees or like vegetation grow on stuff like that. Like I have a bunch of vines or a bunch of like planters with trees and pots and all that. That would be that would really like set this thing on fire. Like placeable vegetation would be so cool. I know there's mods for it, but I'm going for unmodded, so as it stands, yeah, this works. Um, let's measure out where I placed it and then do the other ones, right? Also, I'm going to do the thing and build thing that's supposed to be in here as well. I think not this high. Grab a ceiling light. That really sits in this space very well. In the smaller version, the this box actually overlaps with the edge of the ceiling light, so you just get the light beams across, and it looks even better. But still, this is. You were using a mod for. I think you're talking about placeable vegetation, right? Yeah. There's mods, and I kind of already have enough time sinks that I don't also want to start gardening, but yeah, it's on my wish list for sure. I really would like to have some form of placeable infrastructure, placeable vegetation. Yeah. Okay. The other option that I have is placing it at an angle. I don't like that. I don't think I like that. Oh, that's no good because it's not a, yeah, that's no good. I'd be curious to see what you did with the vegetation, because there's a lot of things you can do, but I installed it once for one specific build in Woodrow's SatChat server. I wanted to dress up my apartment with a few planters, and I just spent so much time messing around with that and never going anywhere with it. So eventually I just gave up and let it be. But that's one thing I'd like as well, being able to grow or at least place vegetation in the world. Yeah. Even in the world it would be great. Like when you cut something down and it's the wrong thing, it's gone forever, right? Like these things, you can cut them down and they have a nice animation now too with a 1.1 thing. But then yeah, you don't have them anymore. And there's one fun thing with the one over there. This is another one of those things that I have to preface what I'm gonna show you with, this was not planned in any way. This just happened. That just magically aligned this way. This was not, I did not plan this. Like, that's, I mean, isn't this wild? Like, the way I planned this out, I started building over there at the waterfall. And I just started messing around with the shape of where I wanted to place these power plants. And I just kept placing them, and I built one arm out, and I was like, okay, now I'm happy with this one arm. I built two more arms, and I went down this way, and I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna run out of room. And this is where they ended up. I didn't adjust it once. So now I'm kind of locked into keeping this. To be honest, I might, I'm sure I'm gonna keep this one, but I might cut down this one just to like make room for it, give it some breathing room, right? That's the visual of it. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but like, this small one is now the spectacular one, and this one is kind of in the way of this. So, oh well. All right. Happy little accident. That's a Bob Ross moment for sure. Yeah. Yes. That's a great shout. That is a 100% a Bob Ross moment. Happy little accident. It's a happy little tree. But he would also continue to grab his nobelisks and beat the crap out of his paintbrush, right? So. Okay, let's go do something productive now. We were doing these. I think I'm going to build out the blueprint a little bit for it, so that I don't have to do all of the work 6 times. So this needs to be placed in there, and it also needs power. And I have power right over here on this thing. The cool thing about this structure is you can run power right through the middle of it by going like this. And then like so. And then go here. I'll give that a bit of a rotate. So I'll have to build it again. It's a bit annoying, but okay. Is that right? Yep. That's good. There we go. I might even be a bit more cheeky and do this power connection on floor level, so it's a bit more tucked away. Get rid of most of this. Let's have, so the light is good. What do we want to do with this shape, with this space? That's the real trick question here. What do I